Brutal, shocking, and driven by raw power, Power Slap is redefining combat with every thunderous hit. Here are 9 of the most brutal knockouts from Power Slap 13, fighters that shook the audience worldwide. Number 9. Azael Rodriguez versus AJ Hints. Azael and AJ, 2 top opponents in Power Slap history, faced off against each other and matched up in a crazy bout. Early on, the luck was on Azael's side when AJ's slap was called a foul, giving him the key point. He barely reacted, brushing it off because the foul shifted momentum. As soon as Rodriguez delivered his slap, there was nothing AJ could do. He collapsed to the ground, unable to move, trying to shake it off, but his facial expression revealed the whole story. It was clear he was out. When AJ was asked to move forward, he hesitated, and that was it. Rodriguez sealed the match with a knockout that stunned everyone, but no time to breathe because another slap war is about to erupt. Number 8. Russell Rivero versus Quiones. Russell and Quiones both showcased incredible energy and stamina. Russell, set to compete in Power Slap 13, had already impressed in previous matches against Quiones. Both fighters exchanged strong strikes, but the real moment was yet to come. As the round progressed, when it came to a foul frame, Russell secured his second strike. Then, with the clock ticking down, Russell unleashed a thunderous slap that shifted everything. Quiones hit the floor hard, an impact that stunned everyone. By round 3, the moment everyone was waiting for arrived. Russell landed a clean, powerful slap that left Quiones unable to continue. This wasn't a foul or a slip. It was a definitive knockout that came with devastating efficiency. If you thought that was intense, just wait until you see what comes next. Number 7. Thomas versus Anthony Blackburn. Thomas at Blackburn stepped into the spotlight, and from the very first moment, the match took a wild turn. Blackburn unleashed a monstrous slap that rocked Thomas so hard that he immediately dropped to the ground. The crowd held its breath, thinking the fight might be over. It looked like Thomas was done, but against all odds, Thomas found the strength to shake it off. Then came round 2, where Blackburn came out even more focused. With a fierce determination, he landed another heavy slap. This time, Thomas simply couldn't withstand the force. He collapsed to the mat, unable to stay on his feet. As Thomas went down, his body went completely stiff, unable to respond. Thomas was utterly overwhelmed by the impact. The crowd fell silent as the referee quickly stepped in, signaling the decisive end to the fight. The fierce hit not only ended the match, but also highlighted just how ruthless and unforgiving Power Slap can be when pure strength meets precision. Hang on, because what's coming ahead might just top everything we've witnessed so far. Number 6. Dumpling versus Maru Sares. At number 6, we have an explosive battle between Maru Sares and Dumpling. The moment Dumpling landed that hit, Musares didn't stagger or wobble. He went straight into sleep mode with no chance to bounce back. When Musares finally came to his senses a little bit, he was in disbelief, unable to process what had just happened. It was a harsh reality for him and everyone watching to be taken down so decisively in a single blow. So what did you think? Will Dumpling claim the crown at Power Slap 13? Because next up, we have another decisive showdown to dive into. Number 5. Paige Van Zandt versus Bec Rawlings. Paige Van Zandt, a strong MMA fighter, stepped into the world of Power Slap and is now ready to compete in Power Slap 13. But back then, facing her was Bec Rawlings, a well-known name in the sport. With full focus and perfect timing, Van Zandt lined up her shot. With a heavy kick, she sent her opponent crashing down. Without missing a beat, she unleashed a rapid flurry of intense punches. Her opponent was knocked out. Now, the big question is, can she do it again in Power Slap 13? But for now, let's shift our focus to the next violent battle on the list. Number 4. Wolverine versus Vern Cathy. Wolverine, the defending champion, went head-to-head with Vern Cathy, a strong competitor. From the beginning, Wolverine showed complete focus. When Cathy landed a strong slap, Wolverine barely reacted, showing that the impact was nothing. When it was Wolverine's moment to strike, the atmosphere grew heavy with anticipation. Then, Wolverine unleashed a razor-sharp slap. Vern suddenly locked up, his body going rigid and unresponsive, leaving his opponent frozen and utterly defeated. If that left you stunned, the next clash promises even bigger shocks and jaw-dropping action. Number 3. Viernes versus Scott. Viernes, famously known as the Crazy Hawaiian Hitman, stepped into the spotlight as a heavyweight contender for Power Slap 13. Across from him stood Scott, a seasoned fighter. When Scott swung his slap, it barely fazed Viernes. The atmosphere grew tense with anticipation as everyone waited to see how Viernes would respond to the challenge. Viernes released a devastating blow, Scott couldn't withstand the solidity behind that strike. And now, let's get ready for a different match with new action. Number 2. Whitmire versus Mikael-Michelle Brown. Both fighters came in ready to prove themselves and claim the victory. As soon as the first round began, Brown wasted no time. She threw a rough slap that caught Whitmire off guard and got the crowd on their feet. Because Whitmire wasn't about to back down, she quickly shook off the surprise and fired back with a sharp, precise slap. The fight quickly turned into a fast-paced exchange of skillful strikes. When the final decision was announced, Brown was declared the winner. Now, let's move on to what's coming next. Number 1. The Crazy Hawaiian versus Camille Musares. On one side stood the ultimate chaos bringer, the crazier-than-ever Hawaiian. Musares landed a slap early on, and the Hawaiian, he just laughed it off like it was a breeze. Moments later, Musares got a taste of true might. Hawaiian freed a forceful strike that seemed to shoot straight through his soul. By round 3, things took a sharp turn. Musares couldn't hold up any longer and dropped. The judges didn't even hesitate. The unanimous decision crowned Hawaiian the winner of this match. Which knockout shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.